What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to PGA Tour 2K25. And yeah, we're finally back streaming for the first time since last Tuesday night on the podcast. Been quite busy the last, I'd say about a week. It's just a lot of work. And we're finally back. We are. And we're going to be heading straight into the Arnold Palmer Invitational. But before we do that, we're going to go check out what we have in the messages. Just because we're going to keep our due diligence here. Bridgestone, sorry, Bridgestone. I don't need you right now. It's all right. Tailor-made. Yeah, I wish I can get more sponsorship, but since there's technically only 3 that you can technically lock signed into. Yeah, Cobra, sorry. Declined. Ow. But hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Rory McIlroy actually won the Masters over the weekend, so big shout outs to Rory McIlroy on finally capturing the Grand Slam. All right, we're gonna jump in here and go see if we can conquer the Arnold Palmer Invitational, and then we got the Players Championship on the next the following week here in PGA Tour. So good times. It's the good times. Well, let's go play the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I know Amber Rose is streaming some Silver Lining roleplay right now. Go check out her channel. Link is in the description. As always. If you like a GTA 5 roleplay, go check out her channel. But yeah, technically I wanted to try and stream over the weekend, but things didn't go out my way. I was busy over the weekend, and then depression hit me like a freaking brick in the face yesterday, so that was not fun. But hey, it's life. Let's get into some PGA Tour action and see if we could win the Arnold Palmer Invitational tonight.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
All right.
We're at the Arnold Palmer Invitational this week. Our first round coverage is about to begin.
All right. I do plan on changing up my setup here over the next couple of days. Probably after the podcast on Tuesday
Welcome, everyone.
night.
I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. Rich, we're at Arnie's place this week, Bay Hill Club and Lodge. What can the players look forward to from this course?
God. The leg is real
They're
today.
looking forward to probably the strongest test that they're going to have early in the season. This golf course historically is firm, fast, windy, can be cold at times. It's ruthless. It's going to call you out on bad shots, and even your good shots may not always get rewarded. This is going to challenge players mentally more than physically, because the shots they hit aren't always going to turn out in the best of spots.
Ooh.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Wow.
It's just the slightest bit of break, and it's moving
I didn't
right
think
to
that
left.
was gonna break anything
Oh
at all.
yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, got
Looking
just
at
enough.
the leaderboard, our featured player is
All right.
currently in first place, with Max Homa in second.
I didn't think we got just enough of that.
And now to the par 3 second.
I don't think we get that at all. I'm gonna go for it here. It was a little wide, a little risky, but
Still
sorry.
not putting.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
That just missed.
Just missed that one.
This could be a big moment, trying to save par. Henny is right there.
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Well, that should be an
There
easy
it
one.
is.
Let's go. I didn't notice the ambulance life simulator just.
As we head to the next
Had a,
hole, our featured player is
update.
currently tied for first.
I haven't looked into that yet, but I saw that my game had to
The tee
update.
shot at 3.
But I honestly want to stay away from that for a bit until they figure something out. I don't want to risk streaming and
one
then
appears to
falling
be
into the depths
fairway
of
bound.
into the glory hole, into space.
I'm
I
being
don't want
told
that.
John has more. John, what can you tell us?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the second.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. Looks like about 120 yards left.
Okay. Let's try this. Yeah, I
Buckle
might
up,
change
take a
up
look at
my
this
monitor
one.
so. Oh!
Oh, it's
The
target
monitor is
practice
gonna
right
be on my
now.
actual
Look at
right
that
side, and
beauty.
then the laptop's
Nearly
gonna be
doesn't
on the
get
left.
any better than that. Amazing
Until I get my
shot.
second monitor
He
back.
makes that tap in for birdie.
Until I purchase a second one.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
So,
Let's take a closer
That's the
look
game
at the
plan.
par 5 fourth.
and we're gonna also try and get a bigger desk soon, because I'm running out of real estate. To be honest, I want a bigger desk.
That's a pretty good shot right there. Rich, it's great to see Will Zalatoris in fine form. When he has his A game, he's really tough to beat.
And the changes that he's made to his game after back surgery, it wasn't easy. It took some time, it took some patience, and to get through all of it, well, hats off to him for sticking through the process and putting the time and hours needed to make those changes.
We're gonna get into the edge of green. Yeah. All right. We're on green.
That's how you
It's gonna be
take
a
on
long
a
putt.
par 5.
It's gonna be a freaking long ass putt. 67
Using the
foot
big
putter.
muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
I just haven't had the time to stream over the weekend, just due to not feeling like it, being busy all week, and then trying to tackle depression yesterday. It was not fun. I'm gonna go for it.
That's a good job from that distance.
Just a little
His
short.
putt
Wow.
is from 9 feet away.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
No, I don't think that was gonna. Alright, no problem. We'll take it.
With that hole complete,
Dropped
there's
another
currently
birdie.
a 2-way tie at the top between our featured
Will
player
Zalatoris
and
is
Will
first?
Zalatoris.
Ooh. Oh boy. Where did Will
The fifth at Bay
Zalatoris
Hill
come
is the
out of?
shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Yeah, I'm not shy about bunkers. I'm going for it. It's okay. Just a little rough. It's
Bit
not gonna
untidy,
do
wasn't it?
anything too
Sitting at
crazy.
-3.
Got this. Got this.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Oh, that one just
1
missed the
second,
hole.
guys.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of
Don't know
players
why.
are thinking
Two.
birdie,
Okay.
maybe even eagle.
How to take a look
Out
at
to
that
the
after.
right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Okay. Made it on over the water. So far, so good.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold
So
Palmer.
far,
There's just
so
an air
good.
of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy
Let's get
was
on the
really
green.
built here,
Be
wasn't
safe
it?
about it.
Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a knock-off course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped
just
form
missed.
the legacy of the PGA
Oh my
Tour.
God.
That's why they're out here playing for all the money.
It's okay.
Putting for birdie here.
Just short. Sorry.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And he moves to 5 under par.
We've made our way to the
We
par
are
3
good, boys
7th
and
hole.
girls. I promise. 187. This might be. I'm
The
not
club choice is a 6
chasing this
iron.
one.
Looks like this
Oh
one
no.
might be in the bunker.
Okay,
damn it.
time now for Max Homa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Well, let's take a look at what Max Homer can deliver here.
I was not expecting a
think
bunker
this could-
shot.
Oh my! Holes it
Oh,
from
well.
the bunker.
Time to get
That
back
is
to the
what it is.
course. Big shot out of the green side bunker.
It's gonna take all of it. Go. Just short. All right, I'll take
3
it.
feet to the cup.
This for par.
I'll take it.
That putt goes in. Time to make a move. As we
Minus
take a look at the
5
leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
through 7. Gotta be careful. Will Zalatoris is
We've
right
reached
behind
the
us.
8th hole. It's a par 4.
I'm gonna hug that right.
I like that one. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this whole location.
Do I take the chance of going over? I might take that chance. Come on, baby.
I bet you there's a lot of balls in that water.
Ah! Damn it.
This one just missed the fairway.
I don't think that was gonna go into the water. Well, that was such a bad one.
What a beautiful leave right there. Needs this one for bogey.
Not my cup of today. Get in the hole, please. Thank you.
As we move things along,
Thank
he
you.
slides back to 4 under par for the tournament.
Back down to 4 under.
Teeing off here at the 9th.
Front 9, boys and girls. Let's conquer it. So far, so good.
This is a 7-iron on the way.
Come on, baby.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
Oh!
Boom! What
Let's
a shot there.
go!
A hole out.
Whoa, check this
Fucking
out.
here you go, boys and
In
girls.
fuego, dialed in, call it what you
Damn.
will. Holding it from the fairway. Thank you very much.
I was not expecting that, but damn, we got lucky.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
I will take that to the bank.
Okay, time now to get back to live play.
Taking that to the bank.
Let's
boys and
quickly
girls.
look at the leaderboard, and our featured player has broken the tie and now
Minus
owns first
6.
place.
Thanks to that eagle.
We
that
start the
just
back
did.
9 with a par 4.
Players have looked at this
All
hole
right,
differently
par 4.
over the years. It used to be just
Number
a
10.
layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Yeet.
Awesome stuff. Looks like it's heading to the first cut, maybe? Hang on.
It's alright. It's alright, it's not the end of the world. Tomorrow night, we're back on the 1K frequency on another episode of Dazzo Radio.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Come on, baby.
Those are the shots you
Nice.
practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie.
Easy putt.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up
-7.
by 4 shots.
Oh.
The par 4 11th resembles the
Instead of
par
way
4
over.
skirt, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
4.
It does.
Four.
It just has a little more
Four.
landing room here on the left-hand
scoring
side,
7
however.
balls
But if you
ago,
lay back,
Dazzo
be
hit a
prepared to
birdie.
go in with a long iron. If you take
What's
the
up,
driver
Mr.
out
Skin
and
Kicks?
successful, you now turn
Oh,
this
nothing
challenging
much.
hole
Just
into almost a
enjoying
birdie
the cold
opportunity.
weather again.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one looks to be heading
Yeah.
down the runway.
Yeah, the wind kicked up and it's pretty.
Oh, wait a
nice
second.
out.
What do I have it? It's like, do you have my stream on?
Nope, I do not.
The fuck?
And you're coming in fine on Discord, so I don't know what it is.
Not on my
Your
ears.
head.
Not on my ears.
It's in your head.
Uh,
I have no effects on, no processing, so I have no idea what you're hearing.
I'm hearing myself. That's the fucking issue.
Well, I have a question for you.
That is so weird.
Is there
That so
anybody
weird.
in there?
Maybe it's in my head.
Maybe. Must be that maple syrup.
1 second. Let me see. Check.
Yeah.
I'm still hearing the echo. What the fuck?
Huh.
What the fuck?
And the thing is, I hear no echo on my side. You have like another audio setting like programmed into
I
OBS
don't.
that's causing it?
Let me see.
I had that a while ago where I had like multiple audio tracks set. For whatever reason, it defaulted to it, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, you're echoing."
Let me check something.
God, the moment I show up, there's just problems. Isn't that funny?
Nah. I'm just hearing my fucking self. That's the fucking issue.
So when I popped into your thing here, your welcome message says that Amber Rose boosted the server 6 times and then did it again. This is back in. Oh. Yeah, it's on your welcome page. It's
Yeah,
pretty
no.
funny. So.
What the fuck? Why is this acting up then?
Because OBS.
I don't know if there's an OBS issue or if it's my.
Are you still using Stream Elements?
Yeah, but the Stream Elements doesn't do anything like that.
Okay. Here, let me step out and see if it actually clears it up. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Check 1, 2.
Check. Nope, I still hear
Echo?
myself. What the
Weird.
fuck?
Well, there's no way that's latency on my side because I would hear it too. Wow, that's bizarre.
This never happened before.
Naturally.
So I don't know what the hell happened.
Is it recording through your stream?
Yeah, it's like popping back in my ears.
You have another browser open or something? Is something in the
Nope.
background is open? Okay.
I'm just hearing myself on
Is
this
there a
board.
chat set? Is there like a voice chat setting in your golf game that might be active?
No. Check.
You don't use
Check.
voice meter.
Nope. What the fuck? This is pissing me off now.
Now the question is, how long has this been going on? Like, did this start
I
when the
don't
stream
know.
started?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you're just I'm just wondering, was it an issue when you first started streaming?
No.
Well, then I could be the actual thing, but I don't see why my side would affect R.
No, because why? Or am I hearing myself through the Discord back? What the
Well,
fuck?
there's got to be latency somewhere.
Is this shit on? Nope. I need to double check my sounds. Okay, let me see. Okay, no, that is acting up. I only noticed it when you came in.
Oh, that's probably me then. I don't know. I'll drop for like 30 seconds and I'll come back. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, be back.
Hello. Oh, is that why? I think I fixed it. I don't know.
This is his second shot.
Is that why? Because voice meter was not fucking on. The fuck? I think I might have fixed that issue. I think. Maybe. Let's try this. Sorry, guys.
Well, that was a little loose, wasn't it? Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Wow. I
All
didn't
right.
think that was
Facing a
that
little up
short.
and down here to save the par.
God damn it. Get in the hole.
Ooh,
Oh,
that almost went down.
come on. You fudger.
Pass over coming up for this fella.
Okay. Check. Nope.
Closing.
That didn't fix it.
Yeah, I don't know then. I don't see how, because this doesn't happen during our broadcast.
No.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
Unless. 1 second.
Is it a setting in Discord that's causing it that may have activated?
And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole.
1 second.
Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front.
Let me see if I can do
nines.
this.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the
Check. Nope. I think I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. I turned it off and then turned it back on.
Is it
Still
are you
echoing.
hearing latency from my voice, or is it just
No, it's
yours?
latency from my voice.
Do it
But I
again?
never had that issue until today. What the fuck?
See, now I'm wondering if this has been a problem since you went live. Like if it was already.
Well, I didn't
it was
hear
all right.
myself.
Huh.
On
Okay,
Discord.
so
On Discord.
well, I mean, if it is me, I can bounce. I mean, it's not a big deal.
No. You were fine. It's just I'm hearing myself now.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing.
What
Are you
the
hearing it
fuck
through the
is-
stream or through Discord? That's my question.
Discord. Discord. Because I don't have anything up. I wonder.
You don't think it's your microphone gain, do you?
No. No. Let me try something. I don't know.
So the dumb AI on Google is saying apparently there's a setting called side-tone, also known as microphone monitoring.
Let me check something. Yeah, it's picking up through OBS 2 on the output. Check. What the fuck? This never happened before. So I'm curious to know what the hell's going on. I bet you anything it's probably one of the Discord setting.
Well, I was wondering if you've got your mic level too much. Like sometimes there's a setting that auto adjusts your microphone.
Through
So if you're too
Discord,
quiet, it'll
yes,
turn it up.
yes.
And I'm wondering if it's doing that.
No.
Because I know that's a little switcher that we can activate to auto adjust.
Check.
Which I always disable because I don't like it controlled that way.
Check.
Is it an obvious like a 1 second or 2 second delay, or is it more like a reverb
check.
or not reverb, like a chorus effect?
Check. Check. Hello. What the
Nothing.
fuck? Can you hear me? Check.
There you go. Okay, I just texted you and said there was no audio at that point.
What the fuck? Hold on, something's acting real funny now. So when I have the input sensitive up, right?
Yeah, your mic gain might be too high.
Through the Discord.
Yeah.
I can fucking hear myself. But when I turn that off, I can't even fucking
Really?
communicate. The fuck is that?
What do you mean?
That doesn't make no sense.
And you wonder why I hate Discord?
Because I never had the input sensitivity up.
Well,
But for
there is a checkbox that auto sets it. I'm wondering if that got activated somehow.
But why would that fuck up the feedback?
Did Discord's app take an update
I don't know.
recently?
I don't know.
Is that would explain if it did?
Wait a second. Let me try something.
Oh, now you're really quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm trying something.
Okay.
Is this better? Yeah.
Well, to me, you're quiet, but I can boost your volume on my side. But I don't know how you're coming through on your stream. That's the only problem.
Check.
I mean, I could I can pop up to your stream and
Check,
see
check,
what I'm
check.
hearing.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. No, so something this definitely is up. I think Discord is broken somehow with the voice.
I'm gonna go up to your stream and listen and see what I hear on my side.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute, so give me a sec.
Yep. Yep. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. 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 Check, check.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can confirm. I am hearing delay. It's in milliseconds, but I can hear it through
Okay.
your stream. So there is something nerfed.
I think it's the Discord that's nerfed.
Well, the only thing you could do about that would be to reboot Discord and see if that helps.
That's also something I haven't done. Okay, let me reboot it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I don't know why that was causing issues. I'll see if that will fix it. Hello.
Check 1, 2.
Nope. I'm still hearing myself. Well, so much for that.
Okay, here's a question. Do you have a lot of people on your network right now?
No.
Like family? Okay.
I just don't know why this is doing it all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, do you have like a scene that you can put up on your screen so that way people know that you're having technical difficulties?
I do, in a sense.
Oh, whatever that was, buy it now.
Check. Can you hear me? Check. Can you hear me now? Okay.
So, anything?
I don't know. It's fucking weird.
All right, so the last suggestion I have would be to check the Windows settings itself, like to see if something overrides your mic settings. Windows, because Windows took an update recently, so.
I didn't update mine yet.
Haven't taken the new update? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I did when it came. I took it because I don't want to be nagged by it, but.
I was scared. That might break something. And well, it somehow broke my fucking thing.
Well, the only way it would break something is if it requires you to reboot your computer. But if you're just looking at your levels, that would never cause a reboot. If you're trying to say switch inputs, like when I had to use the virtual cables, that sometimes does require a reboot. But you wouldn't be doing that because you're not running like something like voice meter.
No.
Yeah, dude, I am racking my brain here.
Yeah.
We've tried mics. Yeah. We've tried gain settings. We've tried rebooting the system. The only thing you haven't done is you haven't rebooted your stream.
Well, not on my stream.
Yeah, I know that would suck. That would suck.
It has nothing to do with the stream.
Well, then again, we are talking OBS, and we are talking, it is janky as shit. And
I think this is just a.
You think this is strictly just Discord, really?
That's what I think.
See, now remember, I don't use the app anymore. I literally just go through the browser.
I know.
So that could be one thing you could try, is going through your browser and through Discord and see if that makes a difference. Because maybe the app is nerfed. I know, because it does tax your CPU.
I'm just seeing if I can fix it. without going through. Oh, this shit.
By the way, to Dazzo's audience, sorry about the technical problems, but this is what streaming is all about. You always have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much money you throw at the problem, you can still have problems.
I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it.
Got it?
I'll deal with it later.
Okay, well, folks, if you're gonna hear Double Dazzo, that'll be his new nickname, Double D.
There it is.
Well, this should find the short grass.
Your new nickname. Live on stream.
Yeah, we got a PGA Tour to win.
Yeah, against Arnold Palmer, apparently.
Standing over his second shot.
I saw the headline, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, well, at least it's not Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought Palmer was a better golfer anyway. He had a little more class than Tiger Woods did, but that's my...
Yeah, but Arnold Palmer is a legend.
Oh, duh.
Duh.
I mean, I think that guy did more commercials for random stuff back in, like, the 80s and 90s, long before Tiger was even a thing on people's lips. Actually, I take that back.
Oh, the beauty.
Was it 90s? Was that late 90s when he started his career?
An opportunity for a
I
birdie
believe
here.
so. I believe so.
There's a lot of chicken left on this bone. It's a right to lefter.
Oh, what a round this is. 7
Rory
birdies today.
McIlroy fucking
Sitting at -8 for the
won
day.
his Masters over the weekend.
Speaking of the PGA, did you hear that there's a lot of counterfeit green jackets for the PBA winners? Like, there's actually big time counterfeit black market stuff right now.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but
And people are
in front of the green
legitimately
really
buying and
plays
thinking
havoc.
that they're actually
It
worn
does
by
more
the
so
golf
than it
pro.
should. It's
Yeah.
just a long
they're not.
iron or a
They're
hybrid
literally
off the
just
tee.
replicas
Find the
that
fairway
are-
down the
well,
right-hand
not even
side.
replicas,
Open
they're
up the
just
angle
like,
for your second shot,
you know,
and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
I just heard about that like the other day, actually. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised it took this long.
Our
to be
coverage
honest.
continues here at the 12th.
I
All right.
figured stuff like that
All right.
would have actually started when Tiger Woods like won
Let's
his
catch up with
titles.
Tony Finau.
I could have seen it back then, but maybe it wasn't as sophisticated. I don't know, but and for God's sakes, why
Oh, is that the
green
number?
of all colors do they ever choose?
How about this shot?
Why green?
Oh, terrific.
I don't
What
care
an
if
effort.
golfing is on the
That'll help
green.
make a big move.
Green is not a
Let's
piece
return
of
to
clothing you
live
wanna
play
wear.
now. There's a lot of players out on tour that it's
Look, leave
impossible
green
to
to the
cheer
grass and the
against. But
trees.
Tony Finau
5
has to
seconds.
stand at the highest, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
a
sure it's not
family
fun.
man. He's a fun guy. He loves to dance. He's got a groove. He's got a swagger about him. And here he is once again, delighting the
And I'm
fans.
sorry.
Who
if
says
you're a
nice
Plymouth
guys
Rock
don't
fan.
finish first has never met Tony Finau. Possibly, probably the most well-liked man on the PGA Tour. If you don't like Tony Finau, then I don't like you, right? I mean, he's just this great character. I mean, and you see the smiles, but you know underneath, ooh, he wants to rip your heart out. He's got
Well,
more
I
passion
watched
for the
that,
game, I think,
interesting
than anybody
ATS
out there. And
video
you
the
can
other
see it. You can see the
Their
intensity
little get-together
when he's hitting the
seminar.
shot. But as soon as it's over with, it's just all smiles once
comments
again.
about that.
I can't say enough great things about
Yeah,
this
we'll have
man.
to discuss
I
that
love him
tomorrow.
to tears,
I know.
and
I
I'm
just
always
wanted to
rooting
give
for
you
him.
a
He's a
heads
guy
up,
that I want
And I'll be
to
honest, I
see
don't know if
him
people
win
are
more
sick
and
of
more
us
and
talking
more.
about ATS because I'm just trashing the damn game all the time.
Yeah.
But honestly, I trash it because I'm so I'm just so not interested in the extraneous stuff they keep adding to the game. That's
Looks to be
all
going
I'm
with a
bitching
hybrid
about.
here.
If I'm gonna drive, I want to drive.
Great
I don't
looking
care
shot
what
this.
everyone does.
Yeah.
I don't know who's
Yeah.
asking. I mean, who's
Setting
asking?
up here with a very long putt.
Good stuff
It ain't
today,
me.
especially the
And I don't
short
see
game.
anybody
It's been
in
really
their,
sharp today.
forums
And he's
or
down
their,
there. You got to read.
This putt's going to break
No.
to the right.
Steam side of it. I don't see anybody requesting this stuff. Now, maybe it's on their roadmap, if that's a request type of setup. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's over request from a long time.
If it is, I
This
want to
putt
see how
is
many people
about
are
8
actually
feet.
asking for it, because if they're like maybe 2 people asking for it and they're already doing it because 2 people asked for it, never mind that 500 people have asked for this that we've been wanting for years. I don't know.
He
I would
sits
have
in
no
first
problem with
position.
But
And now teeing off on a par 4.
Strong par 4. Your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker.
On the workshop.
This is a very strong par 4.
Did you send me that link recently?
T700.
Time for the second shot here at 15.
What's the kind of worth? What's the kind of worth?
Let me see if that was what you said.
No, I don't think so.
I know you sent me a truck the other day, so.
I don't remember if I did send you one or not. Because I know I posted a photo.
Yeah, you showed me the Mac. The last thing you showed me was the Mac Pioneer.
No, then I didn't show you the actual mod.
This
no,
one
you
is
didn't show
right
me the
at
actual
it.
mod. You just showed me the link to the new Pioneer truck, which looks pretty much like
That's basically a granite and a Anthem put together.
5 feet
yeah,
remain.
it's like, wow. And I think, what was my comment? So my comment to that was, does this mean that creativity is truly over for
He
Matt?
makes the putt and extends his lead.
No, I'm not kidding you. This, look.
Before we move on
Look,
to the
if this
next
looks like
hole, we
every
show you that the
Freightliner,
lead is 5
Every
shots.
modern freaking,
Now
well,
to the
not
16th hole,
because
a
mainly
par
the nose,
5.
it looks more European-centered than it actually does United States. Like, it doesn't look mean. This is not a mean truck. You know, mean trucks are like the Peterbilt 379, the 389,
I like the looks of this.
freaking Kenworth, you know, W900s, the freaking
Theodore, Mac R's.
The Mac R, yeah. Even the Scott looks meaner, and that's really utilitarian. So no, you know, I just no. No.
But the new Kenworth truck is on the Steam Workshop. It's technically a
What model
T700.
is it? What model is it called?
Now over to Max
T700.
Homa.
The rival is ahead
Yep.
of him.
It's
He needs to
basically
get something together
a
here.
T2000
Shot.
and a T680
I like the look of this. Could it go
put
in?
together.
Okay, here we are again, back live.
Is this an actual production?
4 feet left to the hole.
Someone
Doesn't
made
love
it.
an eagle putt.
Or is this somebody like, oh, I want to be creative? Oh, it's literally, yeah, it's literally the frickin'
The
banner
putt goes
base, the most
in, and the
popular item in
lead
the league.
continues to grow.
It's only got 4 stars though.
We have a par 3.
That's a
on
pretty
this
decent
one.
truck. That's a pretty decent truck.
This hole
I was
causes
messing with
more
it the other
stress
day.
for the
And look
players,
at it.
I
It
think,
looks
than
identical
any
to the
other hole
Mac.
on the golf course, with
Look at the
possibly
frickin'
the
body
exception
style. It's all
of number
frickin'
3.
Mac.
This green is nearly impossible.
Technically, the
to find.
T700
As
was
shown
the
firm
predecessor for
historically
the
through the
T680.
years. You find the green, you
So,
make your 3,
yeah.
and you're smiling earlobe
I
to
drove the
earlobe.
T680 in the game for a little while.
The perfect
I love the
wind
T680.
swing. Nice and easy.
It's nice.
Birdie would look really nice on the scorecard.
Yeah, but it does not beat mine. Mine W900.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
PW900.
I literally, how many? I mean, honestly, throughout the last 7, 8 years of me playing the game,
Let's move on to the next
I
hole,
don't-
but
I can't
before
even
we
tell you
do,
how many
he
times
is up by
I'll, like, get
7
into a
shots
phase,
on
I'll
the
just, like, buy a
leaderboard.
bunch of the same truck just for my
We've
fleet.
hit the 18th hole.
And
It's
then,
a
like,
par
after
4.
maybe a month,
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
okay, new trucks.
Yep.
New trucks.
Yep.
You know, so. Ugh, who would paint that green? Ew. Why would you paint that pea green?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, and then look at the G. Okay, so I'm looking at the interior. The GPS is like way out.
That's a
in
good one
Boonville.
to build momentum on.
Yeah.
Like literally by
Yeah.
the passenger seat, just angled towards the driver's. Like, oh, that's a great place to put it.
Yep. Yep.
Ugh. The change notice about. Oh,
It's
first
not a
release.
bad. It's
Yeah.
not a bad.
So is this still a beta?
I think that's what he's calling it.
Yeah. Because it was released.
Okay, that's
good.
gonna
To be honest,
Thing was
to be
first
honest.
released April 10th. So literally just 4 days ago.
What a putt this would
Yeah, I
be
got
to
it on.
get to
Yeah, I got it on.
14
As soon as I
under.
saw it. As soon as I saw it.
Henny, tell us about this putt.
Setting up this putt
Hey.
16 feet from
Oh,
the cup.
Peerless tire chain. So this guy also does the Peerless tire chain. I'm looking at his actual profile here.
Yeah.
He's
He has like a
tire
ton of
chain.
This
Yeah,
one's
like-
starting to break to the
Yeah,
right.
he does. I'm waiting for Dazzo mods. What is up with that?
No time. No time.
And a nice way to finish with a par on the closing hole.
No time currently. No time currently.
Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Common thread.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good.
All of his,
first round,
trucks,
you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Not 5, 4.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke LV, and the entire crew,
I'm
Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.
You can only piece so many people, right? So many people, right?
Oh yeah.
Something's not made properly, and you got all fucking pissed about it.
International 9400i actually got a 5-star.
So you know, some people.
I have a feeling the reason why these trucks are getting kind of hit like this is because they're boring. They're just boring looking. They don't have like just a mic. I don't know.
All right. Next, go to the next round.
How'd you do in this round?
-13. We are number 1.
You amateur.
I'm sorry, I'm a pro.
Well, I don't need to see you on a street corner anywhere.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. The second round is straight ahead. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
Just one back, one of the best ball strikers in the game today. You know he's going to bring the good stuff. You better bring it as well.
Let's go out to the first hole.
Use a function. In trains, you have what are called way bills, which is basically what a customer is asking for, and then you take your stuff down there and deliver it. When I try to use the way bill selection, which basically just is in the drop down menu, there's a little section called way bill.
And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
So my current map somehow got corrupted, and I'm pissed because that's a lot of shit.
Did it get it?
What's that?
What an aggressive play!
Was there an update?
That's a really nice approach shot.
No, because it wasn't
7 feet from here.
A problem.
Little birdie looking
So
here.
I can tell you that there is a particular route I just finally went through and updated, but I don't think it's related.
Boy, you gotta love this
There was
start.
one that was really broken out
the
for
tone
the major service
early
pack,
in this round.
and it was missing like turnouts.
Let's go to the par 3
when the truck
second.
splits from 1 to 2 or multi-track. It was missing like the actual switches, and because the update broke them, so I went up and I found every freaking one that's been fixed, or at least the current ones. Fixed that. Went back into my game, thought nothing of it, and started doing a bunch of work and whatever. Then when I go into the driver mode, and I want to see all my commodities, because I have to make I have
drawing it in there beautifully.
And so here's everything I've done, and you know I'm a tech, so I go through all my processes. First,
not a bad shot
I
right
reboot
there.
the game.
A
I do a
14
database
feet.
rebuild,
This
both
for a
the
birdie
enhanced
run.
database rebuild, which actually scans
Henny, your
every
green side.
single
What do you
file.
see
It's
in
over
this
70
putt?
It was over
This is a
700,000 files
big
to
old
examine.
left-to-righter.
And I'll go back to the game, and it still does it. Then I'm like, okay,
That one goes
let
in,
me
and
hunt
it's
down the actual.
back-to-back
Let me
birdies.
actually hunt down the actual
I
file.
like it. 2 in a row. He's
So I
feeling
find
it.
the file.
Let's
It's
take a
very-
look
it's a
at the
very simple
leaderboard.
rule,
He's
right?
in
It's
first
just a
place
rule
with
set.
Colin Morikawa right
And
behind him.
It's built into the game, so
Teeing
it's
off
not
here on
something
the
that you
third.
can just re-download unless you reinstall the entire game. That's the only way I think would fix it. I'm not about to do that because I do not want to lose all my shit, because I have a feeling the moment I do that, I'm effed. Even though I do have multiple backups, like I have like an entire, I saved 10 backups from it.
I think he likes that
have it saving 10 backups. The problem is, do I reintroduce that problem because I've already saved?
Rich,
so
you look at Colin Morikawa,
and I also upload
his
my
iron game.
route
He is
to
always locked in.
Google,
He's just one of these players that is able to repeat the same motion time
and again,
after time.
The last time I did that
it's
was like 3 days ago.
But it has
an
artistry to it as well. He really is one of the players that you just want to sit there and watch on the driving range, kind of get mesmerized by exactly how good he really is.
So you check the log files. Well, there's nothing in my log files that even represented any kind of crash alert or anything like that. And I do not know why, but
getting hot early, nothing like it, Rich.
Cannot be open.
Hot start indeed. A lot of holes to go.
You can see some like text that points to like
taking a look at the leaderboard. He's got the lead.
Or Steam Apps folder.
Yeah.
But beyond that, there's like
Let's
no
check
actual
out the par 5
code. Like we get like a LSPDFR. Like you can read the log file, you know, either from the console or from the actual text file that it creates, and that pretty much is not gibberish.
Right.
And you can just scroll down all the dates and then figure out where the last crash was and figure out what was causing it. But that's not this game. This game does not have that ability, at least that I can tell. So then I go to check. Okay, so the bigger check was this recorded by the event viewer in Windows. No, it was not. So it's not a hard enough crash where Windows would detect something. So it's internal to this game, and I do not know what's causing it. And the problem is, this is why I'm not using their tech support forum.
That is going to work.
Forum, but their traditional forum, because I've found that they want so much damn detail about your system.
Right.
Like, what does that have to do with an app that actually is not working? Now, I will tell
a really
you
nice
that
shot.
The thing that might be causing this now is you are correct. They did do a patch update, and they did one after the main service pack came up because there was a bunch of stuff that was broken. Like track was no longer acting like track. And I mentioned this in the podcast, which, by the way, everybody go check out 1K Frequency. It's on YouTube. Dazzo's channel.
That's the fourth birdie
I think it's on the website,
day.
right?
This guy is putting the lights out of it
this
week.
No, then you have to race.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
So anyway, go check that out, and check out our merch too. You should be going checking out our merch and buying our merch.
Get the damn merch. Get the damn merch.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Get that snapback hat. Get a hoodie.
Yeah.
We've got the stuff, man. We've got the stuff. We got a 40% discount too going on right now. So anyway, I'll be whoring that out tomorrow.
Wow, he let the big dog in there, didn't he?
I tried that, and then I tried. Though the reason I was saying I didn't go to the support was because I want to try to problem solve before I bring this stuff to the thing. The problem is because I'm not writing down every single stuff I'm doing. I'm going to forget everything when I write it out.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
So I will say that because this is built into the base game, this is actually a program of theirs. Meaning that it's R&R.
What happened there?
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty.
Installed,
no fault in missing the green.
Rule set, if you will. Now, it's possible that it's somehow bugged out. It's only in my current route, so that tells me that my route is corrupt.
That'd be nice.
I can't figure out what the corruption
lovely opportunity to save par here.
Because I don't know what triggered it. I thought maybe it was like I use what's called industry tracks, which basically is an industry track is basically a special track that's got
and he's
the
holding
ability
steady
to
in first place after that one.
Take loads and so you bring a train up there, you can
par
roll over the
5
track. And it'll literally start filling every train or
trying to make that margin larger.
Unloading your train, basically. It's an unloading and loading application. Kind of cool how that works. And I was using one I had never used before, and it's relatively new. But I already knew about this one because I watched a video on it. It was only like 10 days ago. I was like, okay, I'll try this out.
He's setting up for his
thought
second
maybe
shot.
that was crashing it. Maybe there was something bugged with that. No, because I removed it. I even did it I actually did it in a clean world, and it was fine. So it was not that. So something in my world is corrupt, and I can't troubleshoot it because I can't find anything in the logs that lead me to what might be. Because if it's an issue with something I've downloaded from the download station
going
that
for
actually
it in
broke,
two.
I will remove it. I have no
Right.
problem
I like the
removing
courage
stuff that may
here,
break
Rich,
my
getting
game.
after this par 5 in
But
2.
without
As
having
they
that,
should.
that
What a play.
breadcrumb
Hopefully
trail,
they'll reward it
which
for
you
that
need
play.
intact.
Right.
Eddie, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is so long.
So my
I
last
don't even have
option
words
would
for
be to
it.
contact
It's
Arn
just
about this, or
long.
contact N3B either
Oh, I
support
like the start line on
and
this one.
ask them what
It's gonna
what
break
else I
left
can
now.
check.
They're going to like
And
a look at
see,
this one.
because if I have
That's
to
in the
rebuild
circle
my
of friendship.
or if I have to restore
This
from,
one's for
from the other
birdie.
day, we're talking, dude. I've already got 119 hours in the last 2 weeks in this game.
Yeah.
And another one goes.
I'm at
And with it,
1,829
an increase of his lead.
hours.
Trying to
And I
make a
just hit
statement
1,800
early and
today.
often.
Oh yeah, I'm
Here's a
still
look
playing
at the
this a lot.
par
And I'll
3
tell you
7th.
something. Even though I do save, and yes, it does back up pretty regularly, when you're putting hours and hours of work
This
in
is a
editing,
5-iron.
and you lose that,
Yeah.
you become very disenfranchised.
The
And
ball settles just
so
off
I
the
don't
fairway.
really know what to do at this point, because
The
yes,
mission
and
is
people say,
simple
"Well, do you run
here.
your
He has
backups?"
to get
Yeah, I
up
run my
and
backups
down.
every freaking day. But backups do not solve the problem if you can't trace what started
Man,
in the
that
first
was
place,
a
because
good
I could
shot.
end up doing the same thing again.
7
I could
feet
actually take a
remains.
download as order. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. So,
Right. Right.
and you're a tech, so you know my pain, because you probably experienced
As we
it
check
before.
out how
You need to
things
figure out.
stand,
It's like
our leader
when your
has a
entire
6-shot
when your
cushion.
entire radio station's
Over
computer
to
system
number
took a
8,
shit.
it's a par 4.
I mean, how much troubleshooting did you have to do to figure out what the hell happened? You know, you probably
Yeah.
had to dig through log
Yeah.
files. Why did this drive crash, or why did this thing fail like this, and why did it implicate multiple servers? Why wasn't it just in one area? You know, and so you have to play, you know, Sherlock Holmes and deduce and break it down. But if you have no point of reference to start, you're going to be chasing your tail and getting frustrated.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Needs
and
a
I
little
think,
ground
and
help
I think
to the
maybe
left.
because I expect a lot of
Yeah,
the same
that was
troubleshooting
great
techniques
wind
I learned
management
from when I was
there.
far in my years of playing that and just
Okay,
learning
time now for Max
how to
Homa.
fix shit.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last
And oh,
one.
by the way, even
Time to get back
verifying
to
the game
live
files
play.
did nothing. I
Really?
even renamed the folders.
A birdie
that
putt
these
coming
files are
up.
in.
This could
It
be a
did
big
nothing.
one. Okay, John,
I
what do you
because I
see
thought,
with this
okay, I
putt?
can trigger. I've
Pretty
triggered
sure
that before
this putt should
in
move
LSPDFR.
to the left.
Like I will rename a file to like .old, so it just completely doesn't exist in the world
So
of the
close.
game.
Yeah.
And then
Not
I'll
a
go up
bad
to
effort
and
right there
verify
for
the
long range.
files.
Big breaking putt. He just
And,
didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
It'll take whatever I had, and then I just rebuild.
Well, after
I
an
would
approach
just
shot
rebuild as
like
I go
that,
along,
Rich,
because
that
obviously you
feels
verify
like
the
a
files,
wasted
it can
opportunity.
break the game.
As we move
And in
on
this
to the
case,
next
all
hole,
files are
our
verified.
featured player
Every file
has a
was verified.
6-shot lead.
And nothing was downloaded.
The
nothing
tee
needed to be
shot at
downloaded,
number
so
9.
Clearly, this is something more that's problematic. And I have, and for okay, so to put this into perspective,
This is
from my
looking
north,
really
from my
nice off
north
the
to
tee.
south route, I just extended it to about 30 miles. This is real world mileage, meaning 5,280 feet is 1 mile. I have 34 miles I am building. I have another 24 miles going east and west. And I don't know how many baseboards this is, but it's got to be at least 25.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out.
And
8 feet left to the cup.
a lot of them are detailed. A lot of them have a lot of detail on them, including foliage and buildings and industry tracks and all that.
Yeah.
Another birdie. That's 6 now.
You
on the
understand my
round.
frustration when it would come to say
Our
I have to
featured
start
player likes
this
the
is
way
that
the
corrupted.
leaderboard
And I
is
can't fix
shaking
it.
out, currently in first place.
I
This
get
hole
it.
is a
I
par
get it.
4.
So
Players have looked at this hole
when
differently
you
over
can't
the
tr-
years.
when
It used
people
to be
say
just a
read the fucking
layup
manual,
shy
the
of that
manual is
bunker down
useless
the
because it will
right-hand
not tell you
side.
where this crash
But with
came
the
from. The
favorable
manual will
wind,
not
we're
tell you
seeing a
shit.
lot more players take
Forums are
out
pretty
driver and
useless
take it
because
over
they
that
will
bunker,
not know
leaving
where to
a
come
very
from.
short
If
second
you've already
to a
done your
green that
homework
is
and you've
slightly
done
elevated.
everything I've just done, and you still can't find it, there's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I don't have to use waybills. I don't have to click on that link because the game will play just fine. I just want to know for my own sanity what broke. It's like you just fixed your servers in the last last month, and And I'm sure he probably documented, okay,
Target
everything that you
practice
found,
with
so you
these
have a
approach
future record
shots,
just in
like
case
that.
happens again. Like, you're going to want to
This
keep that.
putt for
I
a
can't
birdie.
even do that in this. I have no way of knowing what broke. So,
Yeah.
I'm not happy. I'm still thinking
Our
by the
featured
end of the year,
player
I'm gonna
still
hit
sits
1,000
atop
hours.
the leaderboard.
Hell, it might even be sooner because I'm already at,
Here we are at the 11th.
like I said,
the par 4.
1829. So, and we're only at the middle of April. I could be at 1900. Like honestly, there's no that play it.
That one's right out of the top
Yeah.
drawer.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sick. And out.
John, what's
Sorry
going
for that.
on?
For
Talk
that
to
No,
us.
no,
bullshit,
no,
but I
you're
figured
good. No,
you
no,
guys
no,
would
you're
Down
good.
here,
check the
checking in
tech.
with Lydia Ko
No.
as she gets set for her
Because I'm
next
sure
shot
you
here on the
just
6th.
love me going on and on about trains, all that stuff. But honestly, it would be like you playing a game.
You'll be
playing this one
doing
from
that
around
tomorrow anyway, so it's
120
fine.
yards
So
out.
it's fine.
No, actually, I'm not going to talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to do my very best not to actually not talk about trains.
We'll be talking helicopters.
Oh, we're not. I am so
Look at the line
fucking
on this one.
over
Get in the
all
hole.
of those goddamn things. I am
Yeah.
so over them.
Yeah, good job.
Like
This
I
wind is
said,
getting
it's literally
up out
same
here.
shit.
Different day.
Good
Different
putters will
day.
make these.
Well, I didn't
Not
say
on 5
different
feet.
day. What did I say? I said,
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Minus 21.
So no change on the leaderboard
oh, no,
for
no, I
this
did
player
say that.
after
I
that
said
hole.
same old shit, different day. I did say that. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
literally
folks,
happens
if you wanna know-
Number 12 is a
Yeah, if
par
you guys
5.
want to know, it's another fucking plane crash. This time it happened in New York. Everybody was killed. What else is fucking new? It sucks. Yes. Nobody wants to fucking figure out what's going on. Fuck it. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep talking about it because honestly, it sucks because people are dying. I get it. But if you have incompetency in pilots,
absolutely flush.
incompetency in air control,
Well, Rich, when she
fuck it.
exploded on
I will
the
say-
scene
I
as
will-
a
I will say this
precocious
live
young
right now.
teenager,
Plane travel is
winning
not the
early,
fucking safest thing
dominating
anymore.
the women's game.
You cannot make that
New
claim
Zealand
if
had a
all we're
bright
seeing
young
is
star in
plane
Lydia
crashes.
Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career.
Oh, by the way,
she's a lot
speaking
to
of which,
marvel at, isn't she?
She
That
is, and
helicopter
it never
crash that happened,
ceases to amaze me, Luke. How
what was it, like last month or whatever,
players
that military
at
helicopter
such a
that
young
crashed
age
into
have
that,
so much
train
success.
coming
Yeah.
running
And
down
then
the river.
they taper
So
off
she's
a little
suing,
bit. Not
or
following,
actually,
but
I
they
can't
taper
even say
off,
she because
and the
who
game
knows,
doesn't
because,
quite
you know,
go the way they.
that was just discovered.
It's always gone their
Yeah.
entire life.
Yep.
They
You know,
struggle,
the dude looks like a lady.
but then when
Um,
they do come
has now
back,
sued,
it's like they're even
the
better
individual who said
than
that
what they
this was
were
caused by
before.
DE.
And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out in a wunderkind,
I didn't think
was
that pilot
winning
survived.
everything at a young age, amateur then professional.
Yeah.
She exploded on the scene.
She
didn't
exploded, and then
Yeah.
there was just a
Anyway,
little bit of
so,
a
yeah.
drop off, you know, and
Yeah,
a little
America's
bit of
evil.
confidence got
America
shaken.
is
Which,
absolutely
like, how did that
fucking
happen? We're like, she's the most
It is,
confident person
like,
out there.
we're
She's beating everybody,
literally-
and then all of
there
a
is no
sudden
revival
she
of us.
fails,
We are
and
just
you know,
fucking-
kind of changes things up a little bit. You know, knocks
Yep.
the dirt off.
By
and-
the way,
and
Dazzo,
gets right back on that horse and
see what
starts winning
Colorado
again.
is trying to
I'm
pull right
always
now. They're trying to pass a
fascinated
bill.
by that because when you
That
lose your
should enrage
confidence
you,
as a
because all you got to
golfer,
do is look at your little
it's
knees.
so hard to get it back because sometimes
Knees.
what happened to you
That
is
should
the death of
piss
you.
you
And you're
off.
just
I know
like,
you're
I
not from-
can't
I know
shake,
you're not from
you know,
America.
whatever got into my brain
But
or
how much you want to
or
bet
into my
Canada's
swing. I
got
can't
some
quite shake that. And I can't forget about it. And she's done so seamlessly.
And the really sad
Hats
thing
off
is,
to her. I love
no
watching her
churches
game. I
are
love
speaking
watching
out
her
about
play.
this. They're not
But I'm
fighting
more
for it.
fascinated
All
by the
these
fact that she's come back
influencers are not fighting about
stronger,
it.
I
They're
believe,
just
than
standing
she
on the sideline
was when
letting
she
it happen.
first came out.
Yep.
Second shot
America
here on the
is
13th.
Fucking. So,
Yep.
but
This one is
Tis be
all
biblical.
over it.
we already know
This is some
that
ball
America's not
striking.
gonna survive. We're not
Hitting greens
there
in regulation. It's a
We're not
thing of
there in
beauty.
Revelation.
Another green in
Where
regulation.
either
This is
And
our
another
absolute clinic.
Currently
I think what's gonna end up
23
happening
under
is our
par for
country's
the
gonna be
event.
absorbed
Incredible
into
play.
the Western Hemisphere is going to absorb into fucking England. I think that'll happen, and then
teeing off now on
all
the
of your
14th hole.
unite, and then
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up
basically
over on the
whatever
left-hand
whatever's
side
left
where
in
you'll
Europe,
find those
which
bunkers.
includes us then.
But if you bail out to the right, well,
Middle
now you're
East
running
and-
into a low area that you have
This
a
channel
pretty
won't take all the
difficult
Asian
chip
countries.
shot to a
That
green
is
that
what will happen
historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
God damn it. God damn it. That was real short. That was real short.
Yep.
This is his second shot.
Did you even hear about
Well,
the,
if you have a short problem, you might want to go try some.
Did you hear about the all the EVs being blown up into outer space?
It's a great par putt if you can make this.
I just heard about that. Yeah. Yes, I did.
That is such a fucking
And
newsworthy.
that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good
Not.
round going.
In the bunker
look-
off
yeah,
the tee.
I was gonna
Good
say, look
job
beneath
getting
the
this
surface,
back
dude.
in play.
Look beneath the surface.
Here's a look at the way things stand.
Yeah,
I like how everybody has to make a big deal out of it.
Let's check out the 15th.
Actually,
it's a par 4.
If you
Strong
see where
par
it's
4,
coming
your dog
from,
legs
you
from
can
left
see
to
why
right.
there's some people
Don't
that
miss
make
it out to the right in that bunker.
well,
Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap,
but
but
it's
also
like
you've got some magnolia
when you were a
trees
kid,
to
did
deal
you
with.
ever read
This is a very
Chronicles of
difficult
Narnia?
fairway to find because
Yes.
that fairway
Yes.
does chase
so
away
you
from
know
you
what that
just
story's
over
about.
that
You
bunker.
understand the character.
This is a
So you know the
very
character of
strong
Aslan.
par 4.
That's the
This one looking pretty
Okay,
good
do
off
you
the
know
tee.
what he represents?
This is a 150-yard shot.
Did you also know that Meryl Streep now is performing as Aslan
Yep.
in the new
Yep.
Chronicles of Narnia adaptation?
Yep.
They are literally feminizing Christ.
Yep.
There was a game plan there, and that
Well,
approach was
enjoy the
executed
heat because
nicely.
That's where your seat
Nearly
is.
doesn't get any better than that.
Congratulations.
Amazing shot.
Sitting
and
at
you don't walk
-1,
away from it.
making a move towards the top 20.
Yeah.
So
Now,
That
this
really-
putt
that-
for
that
birdie.
one really got to me. That one
John,
really,
your
'cause
green side.
I
What
read
do you
the
see in
Chronicles
this
of Narnia.
putt?
Now, I never
This putt
knew
looks
the
like it's
deeper meaning because I was
breaking
still kind of.
right to left.
But as an adult, yeah, I guess the first book I read was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
yeah.
So that was the first one I read. And I don't even know how many books he wrote that series. I don't know if that was the first one or if that was like somewhere in. But anyway, I will say Lord of the Rings bored the fuck out of me though.
On a nice line.
Did it?
Great
Oh
putt
god,
there
yeah, I
for
fell
birdie.
asleep first.
No
Let's
change
see,
atop the
so
leaderboard
years
after
ago,
that
my
hole.
cousin, and I, we were just setting up. Like,
We've hit the par 5, 16th
He's
hole.
like, hey, we should watch this. I'm like, all right, yeah. I mean, I like Tolkien. I mean, you know, I knew about the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I didn't know deeply because I never read the books, and but I knew the character. Obviously, I knew of the characters. And literally, by that, I literally fell asleep on the couch.
Okay,
Apparently I was
that'll
snoring.
play.
I wake up
Okay,
and it's a
this from
scene where
210.
I don't know who the characters were. I thought it was like Frodo or whoever, and they were going towards the village. Like you can see, all I remember is like this big green hill with like little windows in it. So I'm assuming that was like a Hobbit village or something. And that was like only 20 minutes into the film.
Wonderfully
That
played,
is
fought
literally
against the wind.
how much I was uninterested. And I hadn't
Let's go
even
to our man
seen
John on the
any
ground.
of the
There's
action
something
scenes.
brewing down there.
Nothing
Let's
is
find
all
out
the
what it
exposition.
is.
Hey guys, we're checking
And for
in
those who are
with
not in the
Will
know,
Zalatoris
exposition
as
is
he
character
gets set
introduction,
for his next
basically
shot here on the
unraveling
15th.
plot. It's
Oh, look at
basically
this.
telling you why
Right down the
things are
throat.
happening, and then you get
All
your
right, let's
action
get right
scene,
back
you
out
slow
to the
down, you get
action.
more action scene, down, blah, blah,
And
blah.
this putt has
of
a
movie.
length
Yeah.
of 8 feet.
Yeah.
It's
I
an
can't
eagle
watch
putt.
it. And look, I love Tolkien. I love who he was as a human being.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
But for God's sakes, I forget who was the director. It was the same guy that directed that King Kong movie. Whatever the fuck his nuts was. I'm like, dude, did you need to let us know every little fart nuance in
Nah.
the book?
Nah.
Didn't you like give us the abridged version?
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
Opera like freaking Star Wars.
Okay, it's a
was.
par 3.
And the funny thing is, Star
This
Wars,
hole
like the original
causes
3,
more stress
I
for the
can still
players, I
watch
think, than
and
any
enjoy.
other hole on
I
the
don't
golf
get bored of
course,
those
with
films at all, even though
possibly
I've
the
seen them
exception
a
of
lot
number
in my
3.
life.
This green is
Lord of the
nearly
Rings,
impossible
whatever
to
reason,
find as it is
bored
so
the fuck
firm
out of it.
historically through the years. You find the green, you make your three, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Anyway.
Really well
So yeah,
done.
I know that's not what you're doing.
Fantastic look up
Okay.
coming.
Okay.
But it's about
This
movies.
could be
I
a
mean,
big
you know,
momentum putt. It's
you
for
know.
birdie.
Movies are good. I think the
Movies
last
are
good
good.
film I
Movies
saw.
are good.
The last good movie I saw was the longest, the last really good.
As we head to the next hole, our
Maverick.
featured player is ahead by 8 shots.
The lead is
That was a
getting
good film,
bigger
'cause I had
and
seen the
bigger.
original Top Gun.
We finish on 18
Although I
with
gotta
a
admit,
par 4.
I could. Now I
Good
could basically
birdie
do
on the
without
last.
whole,
What's
like, him
in
banging that
store
chick or whatever,
Yeah.
now?
you know?
Yeah.
With Berlin's Take My Breath Away. You
That
know,
is
because had to
absolutely
play because-
spot on.
And yeah, that's, by the way, if you don't know who Berlin is, that was the band that wrote that song, that movie, and that basically broke the band up. Like, that destroyed the band. What I mean, it was, they already lost their drummer at the time. He walked away, but the rest of the people, like Terry Nunn and the guy, well, the keyboard player, the guy that founded the band, Bateman, and you know, had like a long-term relationship with her. And,
This one looks to be on a
so
pretty good
it's
line.
like, that was just.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there.
So,
This putt
yeah,
is
Maverick was
14
really
feet
cool. It was
away.
sadly, the last movie that.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Yeah, people said he was kind of hard to work with.
It starts off with
Yeah.
a line.
Yeah.
And
He
with
was
that,
so- I
he'll
mean,
sign off
He
on his
expected
round.
perfection of
That's good.
right?
That's good. Minus 28. Minus 28. And I think,
You're
Ooh,
no,
wow.
you know what you're
Ooh,
doing.
wow.
You're taking your little scorecard and you're modifying it.
no.
He's really plus 28. He's really plus 28.
Plus 28. You'd be dead. You'd be fired.
The second round
No,
is in the
that's
books,
how I
and when you
golf.
see the leaderboard, they
I'm
are in
always
first
above.
place.
That's how you math
It's
do?
been
That's how you math
absolutely
do?
flawless so far. I cannot wait
Plus
to see
2
what this
equals
player
X
produces tomorrow.
plus Z plus Y.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do
Actually,
it
that
again.
probably
For
is a
Rich
math
Beam,
equation.
Luke Elvey, our entire 2K
Oh my
Sports
God,
crew,
oh my
I'm Andrew
God.
Catalan. Thanks for watching.
All right, round 3. All right, round 3. I think.
So,
I
for whatever reason, there was a video I just watched recently with Markiplier. So if you actually play this game, what was it? It was like some drug game that he was playing, and I forget. It's a simulator, and I can't remember what he was playing. But
I
it
haven't
might have
watched
been like
Markiplier in like a hot minute.
Yeah, I a lot of the stuff I'm watching is just his old stuff. I don't, because he primarily plays horror games.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
I actually prefer it better when he does stuff with like Bob and Wade.
Yeah.
Which is quite entertaining.
Yeah.
That shit's entertaining. That shit, because I like there's one great
2K
video,
Sports,
and I was
in
looking for the other
association
side
with
of
the
it,
PGA
'cause I
Tour,
wanted to see the
is
20 weeks, I
thrilled
wanted
to
see if he
present
actually
the
live streamed the
season-long race for the
It's
FedEx
when,
Cup.
um,
It's the third round of the Arnold
in the
Palmer
game of Uno,
Invitational.
you can
I'm
actually
Andrew
buy the card
Catalan.
packs,
Thanks
and
for
they
being
actually
with
pop
us
the
on this
Rayman
beautiful
card
day.
pack.
You can really feel
And
the
there's
energy on the
one video
grounds
where there's
today.
one particular
Someone is going to
character, just
take
for
it
whatever
low.
reason, just
All the
really goes
thrilling
straight up.
action is right here on 2K
To the
Sports.
point of which he literally lost his fucking.
Let's get
like,
down
this-
to
I
the
mean, you
first
talk about
hole.
Me raging, dude. This guy has me beat. I'm a pussycat compared to that.
Yeah.
And everybody knows my rage is kind of legendary too.
Eh,
And
that's
I'm
true.
not legendary.
That's true.
I'm not legendary.
Look at that drive.
But
He
I
got
was
all
watching,
of it.
I kind of watch that kind of regular. I don't know why. I just think it's hilarious. just to
Looks
watch
like
it
a
and see
similar
things I just see
approach
with
to
other people.
yesterday, Rich.
And that
Same
one,
spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
I wanted to, because Mark recorded it, and I wanted to see his side, like Wade's side of it. I want to see him lose this shit just because I would have thought it was hilarious. But
This one
he
is
never recorded it.
absolutely hunting.
At least if he did, he did.
What
think
a
it was
beautiful
live.
leave right there.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
How about this birdie
But
putt?
that was many moves.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place.
I did get back
Let's
into
see what happens
playing
here on the second hole.
7 days to
Days.
die.
7
Days to
I
Die.
just saw that. Yeah, it's like last couple days I've seen you play that.
I was like, yeah, trying to scratch it.
Is that game still in EA?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's technically early beta, no?
Yeah.
Beta, no? That's what they call it.
Okay, that game's been out.
Too long.
Going with
Too long.
5 wood.
No, it's been out for like 6 years. It's longer than that. I think it's actually.
Way too long. Way too long.
On the
It's
green,
probably
that's
literally
always
7
mission
years.
number 1.
Because I remember I was watching the
14
guys
feet
in Minecraft,
to the cup.
A really
play
good
that game
look
as
at
a group
birdie.
for a ton
John,
of time
give
'cause
us
they
a
were
read on this
working with
putt.
the developers to
It's
get their
looking like
feedback.
this one's going to break pretty hard to the
'Cause
right.
they're obviously influenced. So they would play that. I mean, if we're going
So
that far, that was
frustrating
still
to
very,
leave
very
it short.
Very,
Not a
very
bad
tough,
effort
very,
right
very
there from
tough
long
putt.
range. Big breaking
And if
putt.
it's
He
still in early
just
access,
didn't quite
as
read it
far as
right,
I'm concerned,
but it'll be an
that's
easy
not-
par.
That's just, yeah, we're not going to do much of this at all. We're never going to get to 1.0.
Sitting at
They
9
are
under.
working on version
Let's take a moment to
2.0.
update everything on the course with a look at the leaderboard.
And they just actually released the
no
1.4
change
stable
atop the
version.
leaderboard. Our featured player still out
Yes,
in
but
front.
you can't call it early access.
And now teeing
Yeah,
off
it's
on this
technically
par 4.
early access version 2.0.
Why not just make? Is it because it's procedural?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Wow, that's an incredible
So
drive.
you went back to it, and was it like meh? Like shoulder shrug?
I just nerfed the game.
Rich, we've seen this
I don't care.
before. The player was in a similar area
I just wanted
yesterday.
to fucking go in there, fucking
Result here
bash the zombie
yesterday.
skull
Hopefully
and
conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
do some fun stuff.
As you do.
Yep. Because I don't play GTA 5 anymore, so I need
No, I don't
some game to fucking rage on.
I'm gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna check
nothing
my library
spectacular,
last
but
time,
safe. A putt of 14 feet.
Yeah, I know GTA 5 is having another update in the last video as far as getting another update.
Oh, yeah, I gotta remember. I gotta
so.
go to Legacy because that was obviously.
Yeah, Legacy.
So the last time.
That was beautiful.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
That was a
Our
beautiful.
featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
So the last time I either opened the game or started it was July 14th.
Let's take a closer look at the par 5
Not
fourth.
quite a year.
What, GTA 5? GTA 5?
Yeah. Well, it's obviously now called Legacy because of astral reasons.
Yes.
But that because that would have been when I was creating my characters for Surgery. But yeah,
That will
I can't
definitely
believe that
work.
was last year. Wow.
Time flies.
Been a year.
Time flies.
Yeah, you're not. You are not wrong.
How are you uninstall?
By the way, have you spoken to Mr. Mikey lately? I see him on Steam all the time, but I never hear from him.
I think he's too busy working.
How does he have time?
This is his third.
I haven't spoken to him since the last time we were on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I just know he's
saying about
busy.
this-
That's all.
We've got to play Liar's Ball.
Okay, green side, and the goal
Yeah,
now
actually,
is
you
to
and I
get
gotta
up and down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that
got them.
looked
Oh,
good.
got them.
This putt for par.
Did you? Wow, the last time I played 7 Days to Die was December 27th.
And after that hole,
Nearly
still
3
in
years
front
ago.
on the leaderboard.
Yeah, that would have been the last
It's got a
time
hole
you and
number
I played.
5. And it's a
Yeah.
par 4.
Yep.
Wow.
Feels like ages, eh?
It just shows how old I'm getting and how addicted to it. Let me see here. What's
That one just missing the fairway, but
Firefighting
not a bad
Simulator?
outcome.
The stupid.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a
Wow.
better look
Okay,
of that
so this
lie.
is funny.
He's got a bit of
I
trouble
haven't
here.
played 7
Bad
Days to
lie just
Die
off the fairway. Ouch.
Since 22.
Yeah.
And when I looked at Firefighting Simulator, the squad.
And from the rough too.
last time I either opened
This
it
is
or
looking
played it,
nice.
was in 2023.
That
I
was
was
a
at-
nasty light, and that was a great shot.
11 feet to the cup. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Starting out pretty straight here, then. Should move a little to the right.
Oh, the birdie just slides by. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots
So I did
now.
put the second.
Here we are at the 6th hole.
I'm wondering if he's going to attack this hole, reasonable par 5, extend that lead.
The Libre. The Libre.
Ah. And he's still reacting to it?
No. No. Thank God.
Oh.
Thank God. But it was. I took it Thursday night off. Because they told you about it, and yeah.
That's crazy.
But that was fucking scary.
Well, yeah, to have that kind of reaction, you're not kidding.
He has his
Fucking
eyes
pinch nerve.
set
Fucking
on
pinch
one
nerve.
place
Not
and
foul.
one place
Not foul.
only. It's the green.
The only thing is, I don't think that's related to the Libre. I think it's
That's a thing. But that was scary though.
dude. There's yeah, no doubt, man. Pinch, fuck. Like if there's renders you can.
Hey, Philin. Hey, Philin.
Inert.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here.
Yeah, dealing with a pinched nerve on late Thursday. That was not fun. Weekend was kind of busy, and then yesterday,
This putt coming up
depression
was
hit me
for
again.
good.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was a real bad yesterday. I was fucking moping around, just fucking looked up, just and shit.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend
Well, I mean,
his
that
lead.
just happens to be,
That sets a positive
like,
tone for the
I've
player,
literally
doesn't it?
become the
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is ahead by 8.
But yeah.
I'm literally going through all of my games. It's the oldest game I
5-iron on the way. All right, we can work with that. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
Yeah, I've got it
It's
going
kind of a-
right to left here, I think.
like a Zelda. With
That one goes in, the 4th birdie of the round.
There's a little bit of that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a
He's got,
row.
Like a little fedora hat on. The character does.
After that hole,
It was a cool
he
game,
still
like, when
has
I
the
first
top
saw it. I was like,
spot
oh, that's
on the
really neat.
leaderboard.
But man, when I streamed that game, and I was just odd having so lost in the map. Like, where am I? Why do I keep repeating my same screens? Because I kept like if you don't do a certain path, you like repeat. Think of like Mario Brothers going down the wrong pipes and coming like a World 8-4.
Yeah.
You come out the wrong pipe, you end up starting all over again. Yeah, it was like that. And that was frustrating.
I'm doing good. Feeling better than yesterday.
And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Oh, actually better than last week as well. So I think I told Skid about this, but I never told anybody else this. Someone tried to use my credit card for $250. The gas station.
I had somebody actually try to buy a GoPro.
I was like, ha, nice try. Nope.
Hear the golf claps around the course.
It was. I'll tell you. Do you know how I found out about my issue?
And now a 6-footer is left.
A great
if I
birdie
need,
chance here.
guitar strings or whatever for my bass or whatever, I'll go. I have a particular company I go to, and my
He
representative
gets
called me,
that
he's like,
one to
"Dude,
drop.
did you
That's his
purchase
5th
this
birdie
GoPro
of the
camera?"
day.
Like, I didn't think so because that's not your
Now
style. And
over
I'm like,
to Colin
"Exactly, so
Morikawa."
they absolutely frauded it
Let's
out."
take a quick moment
And
to
of course,
look
I
at the
looked at my
updated
card, but yeah, I was
leaderboard.
like, well, how that happened. It's you know
As
what
we
it is,
move on
because
to the next
for
hole,
whatever
his
reason,
lead
because
is
we're
9
lazy
shots.
Everybody saves
We're
their
at the
card
9th.
information on
It's
the
a par
website,
4.
thinking that that's safe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't even do that with Steam. Like, I literally enter my card in every single.
What a drive! Look at that.
I have to because I will not.
Yep.
trust.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Let's go down to
But
John
I'm
on the
probably
course
rare
for an
person.
update.
Maybe you
Hey
are
guys,
like
we're
that,
checking
like,
in with Will Zalatoris as he gets
I will
set
not
for
auto-pay
his next
unless I
shot here on the 14th.
absolutely have to, which I
Time to get back to the course. Let's see what the
Yeah,
featured player can do
yesterday
from about
especially
I
160
was
out.
dealing with depression. It was bad. It was bad.
I've been down the dark avenue, but I've
Those
been
are the
so
shots you
dark that
practice
I've
at the
wanted
range
to
over and over, and boy,
That's how
does
bad
it
I
pay
am.
off here.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel your
got
pain,
this
dude.
left for birdie.
And I'm not kidding about. I'm not. When it comes to depression or anything like that,
Another birdie.
I'm
6
gonna
of
be
them on
straight
the
up and
day.
honest.
Our featured
pisses
player
me off when
continues to
these people
lead
out
the
there
way, up
Just
by
go get
9.
help. Go to therapy.
Yeah.
Like like they know jack shit about how the human psyche works, how the mind works. They read a bunch of books that are bullshit. They try to blame you for your fucking problems.
That was
like,
really
you
well
just don't wanna
played.
grow up. Yeah, you can suck the inside of my rectum for all I care.
Yeah.
And then pick that peanut out with your tongue.
Jesus.
You know, I hate psychology. I think psychology and psychiatry are fucking quack science. I really not think worthy of the books that they put through.
And the mindset now is to
And I
get
only
up
said it
and
because I
down
only
from
went
here.
through 17 years butchering. There you go. I have nothing nice to say about psychology. I don't care how morally
That was the right
or
distance
whatever, but
and
do
the
not
right
try to do
club.
that because
Well
you
done.
Do not understand.
And after that hole, our featured
You know,
player is still atop the leaderboard.
People that are depressed, it's deeply
Hole number
rooted
11
into
is a
the
par 4. And
Yeah,
after
a
a
lot of
par
it
at
can
the
be physical
last,
pain, like
a
physical
chance to
pain
perhaps signal some
wouldn't knock you
intent.
out. Like as you just said, like you had a pinched nerve that was absolutely destroying you.
Yeah.
You know, and you couldn't even figure what's causing it. And I said, go with your doctor, see what he can. You know, and I don't know if they did that or not. But,
well done.
Still.
I tried contacting
Johnny Mac,
the
what's the news?
the doc
Hey
on
guys, we're
Friday,
checking
but he
in
was already
with
off.
Will Zalatoris
It was
as
just
he
his
gets
reception.
set for his next shot here on the 16th.
And back to the play, shall we?
So,
But
This is his second shot.
depression is one of those things you just don't fuck with.
yeah.
But at the same time, you have to figure out where did it start at. Like with me, I can tell you exactly where all my depression started. I'm not kidding you. It literally started. It was about 6 months old. I can tell you why.
That should set up another chance.
You know what?
For
That
whatever
deserves a golf
reason,
clap.
I would randomly throw a temper tantrum.
All right, Henny.
No apparent reason.
What's he got in front of him
Just
here
literally
with this
crawl,
putt?
Setting up this
crawl,
putt 10
and then
feet from
just
the cup.
freak out and literally smash my little head into the floor.
Like the look of this one.
Yeah.
What a putt that was.
And
Okay, he's holding
we
steady
can
on the
always talk
leaderboard
about
after
it.
that
You know
hole.
what, Dazzo? We
The
really gotta
lead
do,
continues to
another follow-up
grow.
episode
This
to
is
the
simply
depression one you
amazing.
guys did,
Let's head to
a
the
year ago?
12th hole, shall we?
On Dazzo and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys? Because I wasn't part of that discussion. I was actually wasn't a part of that at the time. But we should really come back to it.
I think we should do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? I would say what I was writing for notes. I think we
Wow,
just dedicated to
that
this.
was just
I think we
striped.
do an
Yeah,
entire
that's
2-hour show
that's
dedicated to this because I think that we all have to understand
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
that it's not enough to tell
And
somebody
this
to go
from
get
the
help
green
when
side
you don't
rough.
understand what could be causing.
And back to the course with the live action.
Human nature is so messed up right now.
yeah.
Time for the second shot at the 12th.
I am one. I guess I'm not even going to go into it. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I think yeah, that's a good idea. Let's
Let's
we're
talk
gonna
about
do a
that
special
tomorrow.
we're gonna do a special edition show about depression.
And look at that.
And,
Focus solely on
things
the
like
green.
that.
This is a bold
And-
play.
look, none of us are doctors, but you know what? I don't think.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it.
I trust friends over doctors.
Jordan, you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This looks like it's going to break to
I'll put it
the left.
This way. I've trusted friends in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been burned. In fact,
no, I know. No, I've been burned.
A lot of them,
Look at this.
a lot of those friends that I thought were friends,
This is tasty.
contributed even.
Always
deeper.
nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie.
And, you know,
That's a big
even a bad
8-shot
breakup
advantage for our
with-
leader
with
as we head to the next
long-time
hole.
Relationship.
Next up
Absolutely
is a par 4.
And
Always
I've
a
experienced that
stern
in my life.
test.
You know, thank God.
Yeah, I've felt that before too.
Yeah. Well, the problem was it actually happened to my fiance and I 2 times. And it pushed me over the edge.
Yeah, that one will
Like, it
play.
damn near did.
Yeah.
I would not be here today if I had
Time
followed
for the
through,
second
because
shot
I
here
actually
at the
charted everything
13th.
out. Like, I had a plan of what I was going to do. Depression is one of those things that it is a killer. You don't fuck with it. I don't give a damn if you studied it. I don't give a damn if you've gone to school for college. You think I could be a
That
moral
one's looking
person.
good.
You don't understand the ramifications.
That's right out of the
And that's
copy
it. I don't
books.
give a damn what some
Exquisite.
asshole wrote 50 years ago. I don't give a shit
7-footer
what people wrote
right
20
here.
years ago or 10
He's
years ago, 5
staring
years
down
ago.
a
It's still
birdie putt
bestseller
here.
book. Don't care. Because the war inside of our heads
And that should
far
secure the
deeper
par on this one.
than any of us realize. And we're going to...
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Tune in.
Hey guys, we're checking
It's
in
going to be
with
one that I
Will
think I wanna gather
Zalatoris
around
as he
the
gets
frickin'
set for his
fireside
next
chat
shot
with
here
this
on the
one, in my
18th.
opinion.
It's time to check on the
Because
leaderboard.
depression does not just affect a
Our
handful
current
of
leader
people,
is
it doesn't
enjoying
just
an
affect Dazzo
8-stroke
and I.
advantage.
Everybody at
This
some
14th
point
hole
suffers.
is a par 3.
This is such a
Some
difficult
level.
hole because this tee
Some have
shot
better
lines
coping
you up over on
mechanism.
the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot
everything
to a green that historically
I
is the
put together in our
firmest and
show notes,
fastest
I
on
will
this
negate
golf
those,
course.
and they're gonna be irrelevant by next show. Anyway, by the next show.
That's a good
So-
shot by him. He'll be
What to find
delighted.
something to do. And besides, I'm actually
This has
glad we're
been a
gonna do this
hole he's
because I
unable
couldn't
to take
find shit
advantage of so far for this
news
event.
that was worthy. So.
I mean, besides the
I
ones
just-
that me and you were talking about.
The one you and I were talking about. That's like literally.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
I once saw.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
I use
keeping
the
it
same
in
sources
neutral
because I
on the
don't
leaderboard.
really.
We've hit the
I
par
use the same
4,
sources
15th
because
hole.
I feel like they're
Strong par
reliable.
4, dog legs from left to right.
And
Don't miss it out to the right in that
although I
bunker.
do
Not
know
only are you
that,
hitting your second shot out of the
the
trap,
sites do,
but also you
the
got
one
some
like the PCB
magnolia
and
trees
PCB
to deal with. This
They
is a
do a
very
lot more
difficult fairway to find because that fairway
lefty
does
stuff
chase away from you
that I
just
like,
over
but
that
you
bunker.
have to get the perspective,
This is a
otherwise you
very
report it.
strong par 4.
And I'm not a journalist or reporter, but then again, maybe I could be because frankly everybody else does not fucking do their job. Dude, you know what we should have done? We should have called instead of Dazzo or instead
This
of
one
1K
headed for the
frequency, we should
green.
have called ourselves the GNM, the Gaslight.
Oh God.
Another green and reg.
I tell you,
That's
you
what we
just
should have called
dream
ourselves,
about days
GNM.
like today. Grades and
no.
regulations,
Oh, no.
spot on all day, awesome.
That
And all
putt
we
drops.
do is
That's
and
2
just
birdies
because
in a
we wanna
row.
favor people, we literally would be
Gotta like it.
sarcastically
2 in a
gassing
row.
you.
He's feeling it.
We're on the
I mean,
tee
yes, the
at
Babylon Bee already does
16.
that, but and it's
Yeah.
hilarious. But yeah, that would be such a troll. The ultimate troll site is Gas News Network.
Oh my
Could
God.
not be more perfect.
Hell, you know what I would do if I ever bought that that newspaper tower game? I would totally call it the G. I would totally do that. And all my newspaper would ever be was just all a bunch of bullshit. Like a bunch of bullshit.
There it
Literally,
is.
it'd be
There it
free.
is.
It would literally be worse than the National Enquirer.
That would have been
Oh
one
my
for the
God.
highlight
Oh
reel.
my
Oh, you made a hole in one.
Almost. Freaking skimmed right there to
Here's
your
the
hole.
third shot.
God damn. God damn.
That's what she said. If you miss the target,
There it is.
Ah,
the
no.
chip
Ah,
goes
that's
in.
an easy one.
That chip in for Eagle works 8 days
Chip,
a
chip.
week in my book.
Chip.
anyway.
Anyways. Week 10, boys and girls, and we are at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Minus 40.
Well,
Minus 40.
Dazzo is at.
We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception
PGA.
of number 3. This green is nearly
I
impossible to
literally
find.
wish there was
It
a
is so
I wish there was
firm
a
historically
hotline
through
key
the
that I
years.
could program.
You find the
where they
green,
chuck
you
my
make your
club
3, and you're
if I
smiling
miss
earlobe
anything.
to earlobe.
All
So-
right, the putter can
Literally,
come
it's
out
called
now.
the Gilmore button, or the Happy Gilmore.
All right, let's see if all that practice on the putting green
I was
pays
either
off
playing
here.
PGA Tour or playing
All right,
Invitational.
John, which way is this putt going to go?
Not a whole lot to this putt. If anything, it'll
One or
move a
the
little
other.
to the
One or
right.
the other.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this one. Come on. Turn right. Turn right.
That one
Turn right.
just rolls by.
Damn it.
3 feet to the cup.
Go in your hole. Go in your hole.
Here's Morikawa.
Oh. Tomorrow's the last day for production work, and then I'm back to doing engineering work.
Let's factor that into the leaderboard and take an updated look.
Do you want to cry on my shoulder?
No. No.
I have no.
The closing hole is a par 4.
I got zero sympathy.
If you want sympathy, if you want my sympathy, I will send you a dictionary, and I will bookmark.
No,
I will
thanks.
I
bookmark.
think this one will
I will
find the fairway
bookmark.
quite easily.
I will bookmark a specific section between.
Let's go down to Henny.
Between
Setting
the
up here
terms
from
shit
about
and
150
syphilis.
yards.
Nah.
Then you'll find my sympathy.
No thanks. I'm good. I'm good. Maybe Toxic Atlas deserves one.
This is a 9-iron on the way.
By the way, have you checked out Used Car Simulator?
That's a miscreant.
Missed green in regulation.
It looks interesting.
It does.
It does. So some of it does have some My Summer Car aspects to it.
Yep.
Wow, I thought that was in.
Like you literally take a piss.
This is a big
and
one
literally
coming
you can
up
see the
to
stream,
save
which is
par.
hilarious. But
Time to go
it is
sign
very
your
much kind of
card
Smash
and
Summer
get
Car,
something
but
to
there's like some
eat.
really cool things you can do. I like the opening is really interesting, but it's almost like you're in like this dystopian world, which is hilarious.
He's really going to be happy with this round,
I was watching
finishing the
Squirrel play
day on top of
and-
the leaderboard.
I was like, okay.
Oh, so many
Interesting game.
good things out there happening. I cannot wait
And,
to see what this
yeah.
final
By the
round
way,
brings.
Be grateful.
Well,
you're
that'll
not
do
into
it for us
Microsoft Flight
today
Simulator
for our
because
entire
apparently that
2K
game is so
Sports
broke
crew.
right now.
I'm Andrew Catalan saying
Absolutely
so long,
fucking
and we'll
bull.
see you next time.
Squirrel is an avid Flight Simulator player.
Mm-hmm.
Just like all the major events that they hold, for the most part, when he can. And they released the latest version for. Dude, nothing worked.
No.
It was so fucking boring. I'm like, this is not a cheap game.
Nope.
So, you know, when we were talking, speaking of games, when we were talking on the podcast, Frequency, go check it out. We were talking about game prices.
Mm-hmm.
So, at what point do you think it's the brute? Because right now, Nintendo, the new Switch has intention of selling a lot of the game $80 US. And
Not surprising.
but I'm wondering, because I was saying that just on the basis of the new Mario Kart World game, that alone is going to move units that will sell the game. But is an $80 game worth it? Remember, when I was growing up, Super Mario Brothers 3 was $39.99, and this was in the.
Yeah.
Actually, let me look at the inflation calculator. Okay. CPI inflation carry. Okay. So I'm gonna look up when that game.
All right, let's go to round 4.
Oh, that came out in '88. Okay, so that game's now almost 40 years old. Let's just go January. I'm gonna do a price comparison of what that game was. And it was a
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back. It's the final round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. Rich, the final round is underway, and our featured player is in the final pairing today.
Yes, got the lead, and things looking pretty steady for him. Should be a really good day of golf ahead of us.
Let's get down to the first hole. As of now, it doesn't look like anyone will catch
$80
round. Let's pick up the action.
Steal. Based on what I'm seeing right now. Dude, that is insane how much inflation's
Yeah.
That's, what is that? That's 34 years. About 34 years.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's sticker shock, man. That is, wow. I mean, think about this. I mean, a lot of our games were in that price range. Like for the popular AAA titles, that was the norm.
Yep.
I mean, I don't remember how much. Like, I didn't play Madden on PC. So I played Madden on PlayStation. But
you think about the confidence this
player
has after winning in their last event.
Would have been about that same price.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again.
What was the other popular Nintendo game? Like the really big seller, besides Mario. Well, what about the other big one?
Let's see what
I can't remember.
Just for Nintendo. Just for the
bunker.
Most popular. So,
all right, here we are with a par opportunity.
I should just say investment.
Let's check in with Henny.
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Of all time.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to
according
open
to
things
this,
up.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole
the top
play.
games in the 80 in ranking
Things
at
are
all
still
time
looking good for
was the
our
following:
featured player.
Super Mario
in
Brothers
first place
3,
on the leaderboard.
Super Mario Brothers 2, Mega Man 2, Punch Out, not Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Kirby's Adventure, Super Mario Brothers the original, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, or The Adventure of Link, RC Pro Am.
5 wood is the choice.
Castlevania. There's also 42 more games.
That's a miss.
These were the most popular game.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down.
Yep, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Final Fantasy 3, Mando, Mega Man 3. That was one of my favorite games.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, here you go. This probably would have
needs this putt to save par.
Yeah.
Was popular. Batman, obviously, because that coincided with the movie that year. Rescue Rangers, Metroid. As it's funny about Metroid, my fiance and I were actually working.
Hello, Andrew. I'm down here with Tom Kim as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
I'm like, dude, that was like.
Before we go back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
They're remaking it now. This is a new Metroid coming out for the new.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead.
Excite Bike.
The tee shot,
which I think was arcade first.
But, I think so.
Well, based on the year the game was released, that was 1984. Nintendo did not come out until a year later, unless that would have been a Famicom title. That's the only thing I could think of as a Famicom title. Before that, but
maybe.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, it is incredible.
Got behind that one.
Yeah. And most of these games, for the most part, are AAA titles. Most of these games are.
Yeah.
This is about a 120-yard shot.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like $110 for Super Mario 3 in this day and age.
Yeah. Not surprised, to be honest.
Now people ask me, where would I get that's because that's what I remember the sticker price being. I think it was at
What a great
I think that was actually
opportunity
at
here for a
Funcoland,
looker
which was a
birdie.
used game store, but they did have a lot of new games as well. And Funcoland eventually got mushed like Babbage's into GameStop. That's where those games come. That's what happened. That's where GameStop
bigger
came
and
merged
bigger.
with all these companies.
Time for the tee shot at the par
through acquisition. So that's how you remember. I remember going to Electronics Boutique, which is another like very, it was like a Babbage's but smaller, and finding all the PlayStation games, and like they were not cheap. Like they had some used ones obviously, but the new ones were like $34. I don't even remember what the price of the original Resident Evil, not the director's cut, not the DualShock, the original release from like '96. What that cost back in there? Because I cannot imagine that game was under $40. And I'm discounting sales because those were those are special events. You can't really count sales.
John, your green side.
So yeah, maybe $80 is not out of the question. If 110
to the left.
was what a game would have been back then under our numbers nowadays, $80 may be a thing.
Those are so
wow.
frustrating.
Yeah.
I look at my money in my wallet and I say, "Depart from me." I know the game.
Right.
That's pretty much what it becomes. Like when you're a gamer, that's what it becomes. Is just you lose your money.
Yep.
With me, I just lose my mind.
To see that shot. Let's take a look at the
You lose your money, your mind, your soul. Your mind, your soul.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. And I think every game shot there, I don't care, big or small, I don't care. You know if it's Ember or Phelan or you're myself or Jeffrey Gamer or Fabiano or whomever. We all have the same addiction. We all are addicted. We are like this. Now look, for most of us, this is childhood. This goes all like for us kids who were born. Like I was born in the mid '70s, so I saw this from the earliest incarnation. You know, with especially with console gaming first, because like I've always said, the first console I ever played on when I was 3 was a clone of Pong. It was a Sears and Roebuck Pong clone that my grandparents used to babysit this family's kids, and they left it over there because they would play it when I would come up on the weekends with my parents. I would play
sending the rest of the field a message right
and
there.
I got easily bored of it.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Already in control of this tournament, looking to extend that lead on this
so yeah, when I talk about my addiction to trains, or Dazzo talks about it as like his thing with like golf or ATS or whatever, this is childhood as adults. Like this is an area that we just never grew out of. Gamers are gamers for life. You know, we can sit and bitch about games because we've been around long enough where we have the authority to bitch about it. And we will, if we love a game, we will love wholeheartedly on a game. And each of us has a very specific game that we absolutely cannot never play. You know, I think for Dazzo, honestly, it's any kind of golf game like, you know, the PGA stuff. I think that's pretty much like his go-to for sure. Or so, I will say more so than ATS, because golf for you is childhood. It is your younger year. Because you did golf.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage.
I don't know how long you played in school, but you were actually competitive, right? Like you were on a competitive golf team, right?
No for golf.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Forget what I just said.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I was talking about my ass. I'm sorry. I tend to do that.
Okay.
Anyway, my point is that we all have games that we like. I mean, you know, everybody should know this by heart. My absolute favorite game, Firefighting Simulator: The Squad.
Wow.
Did you just feel that burn? Did you feel that
I thought that one was going in.
I think that was more than a third-degree burn.
No. This is beyond third degree. This is ash. This is what happens to bodies when they burn.
A chance to bounce back here.
When they literally, like if you've ever seen the movie The Transformers, the movie, the original '80s movie
Oh my
cartoon,
God.
and you see Galvatron just fuck, stars scream right up. That's literally what that comment was for.
The club choice is a 6-iron.
It had potential, dude.
It had potential. You're not fucking wrong.
So did and the subsequent games that came after that, like Sim and
really nice on the
they had amazing potential. Like, I'm not going to dispute that it doesn't look gorgeous. Like, these games look really good. But when the
Unreal
if that was the Unreal Engine all 3 times, that's why I really love the Unreal Engine. Now, I go back to the 90s with the Unreal Engine because that was one of the first games I ever had was called Unreal. And that was for my Windows 98
I like that
computer.
one.
That was
Looks
custom
like
built, which would now be about a $3,000
Same spot as
computer
yesterday,
in
looking
money.
for the same result today.
That was an awesome. This was just, this was on a. I think I only had 16. No, I had 32 megabytes. I don't remember what my megabyte was. Or whatever the Voodoo 3000 had is what I had.
This putt from
for actual video RAM.
He's got this one.
And it looks so good. Like it was so smooth. So yeah, games that are built in the Unreal Engine.
Gotta like it.
You have me at hello.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
You just look good. I think City Skylines is Unity, and while that does look good, I honestly think that Unity glitches a lot more than Unreal. And I think Unreal's just got the history. Funny enough, I did learn that 3D Max is what they use to build trains. That's their engine. 3D Max is the same company that makes AutoCAD.
Yep.
Very fucking expensive software. 3D Max is not cheap. I thought there was a free version.
Setting up here from about.
That's why people who 3D model use Blend. That's free, open source, and I wish I knew 3D modeling because there's so much I could actually do for trains to actually make really good assets, but I just can't. I don't have the patience for it. I said ass.
Ass.
This wind really started
What
to
up, ass?
well
I
managed.
do.
This would be really nice to get a birdie
Anyway,
opportunity.
I hope I will quote this. I hope I never.
Putt goes in and high five. That's 5 birdies for the round.
I never liked the song "Baby
Now
Got
to the
Back."
par 4 10th.
I never did.
Players have looked
No.
at this hole
But I understand.
differently over
But I
the years.
understand.
It used to be just a layup
I
shy
fucking
of that bunker down the right-hand side. But
You
with
know.
a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more.
Look, he made it
players
look
take
like a
out
big
driver and
turd
take it
sitting in the middle
over
of
that
a
bunker,
giant
leaving
foam
a very
ass,
short
but
second
it was
to
still
a green
funny
that
as
is
hell.
slightly elevated.
Anyway, and he's the one that said that. I look like a giant fucking turd sitting on that
Here's Morikawa.
foam ass.
Yeah.
That was literally his comment. The guy who
Second
wrote the
shot
song.
here.
Yep.
Anyway, obviously probably was
All
not
right,
his
let's
decision
get
to
back
shoot
to
the
the
video that
action.
way. Some other genius probably came up with that, but still. Anyway, so yeah, I think people need to realize that once a gamer, always a gamer. Like, you just don't quit this. This is not like it's not like a drug. It's just part of what we do.
It's
Now,
a drug
some
in
people
my
take it
opinion.
for-
Look, in my opinion.
Well, it can be. Well,
Wow, that
trans-
one was just a little bit off.
it is a
the
drug, yeah.
wind
But
wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
people that do streaming, game streaming like Dazzo does,
So
or some of the other bigger channels that they do,
Let's check in with Henny.
they do this
He's
because
13 feet
this was what
out.
we used to do as kids.
Unlucky for some.
We were in the same
A
room with
par
our
putt
friends,
coming up.
playing
Short game has been absolutely
with
fantastic
with
today.
our friends. And we did.
Ooh,
That's
what a
what we
putt.
did. That was
After
our
that
social
hole,
media at the
He
time.
still has the top spot
And
on the leaderboard.
The only difference is now we have a bigger
Time to
audience
see what this
compared to what
par
we used to
four
have.
has
Well,
in
I
store.
use that term loosely, but you get my point.
Yep.
So,
And that's a nice strike.
You
This
can't-
one should find
the
fairway.
gamer will never leave the game. It's just not possible. And even with tabletop games, there are some that are
And
very
this shot
passionate about
from about
tabletop.
150
Oh,
yards.
You
yeah.
know, whether
Oh, yeah.
what, like, especially in the D&D world, but even games like Monopoly. I mean, Monopoly has been around for what,
forever.
Years, I think? Yeah, it's like it was before. It was during the Great Depression when it was invented. The lady that invented it actually did not come up with it. It was all about anti-capitalism because she saw what the world was becoming. But the fact that that's had a tournament, an international tournament, since the 70s.
What's going on out there?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will
Yep.
Zalatoris.
I don't care who you are.
Set for his next
You
shot
have
here on the 15th.
played that game. You know somebody who's played that game. There's no way you've gone through life and never known what
much hope today. Our leader is way
Believe
out
me,
in front in this final round.
there are just some that are like iconic. Airfighting Simulator the squad, that's iconic. An iconic fucking failure. In the 4th degree of burn. Yeah, I said.
I'm really curious with this new edition that they're doing. I hope it gets better.
With what? With what game?
Firefighting simulator. The new
Are they
one.
making a new one?
The new one.
Oh wait, no, wasn't it just? It's not the same. It's not the same.
Not the same dev. Not the same dev.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's like a completely different. It's a firefighting simulator, but it's not that particular one.
No.
Yeah, because we were talking about that recently.
This is the Ignite. This is the Ignite one.
Yeah. That's the one we were talking about. We were talking about that. Because I think I found it and I showed it to you. I'm like, yeah, I hope this actually improves on what's already been done. But yeah,
I mean, so far it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
But it's not even a demo yet, right? Like you can't play it.
No.
So it's probably just work in progress.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
You know.
But I've been keeping my good eye on that though.
Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
I'm glad you did not say my one eye because my mind did not like where it was going to go. Sure, it did not.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
I thought I put that on my wish list, but I don't.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Oh no, paramedics. That was the game I was talking about.
Don't get both of them confused though.
No, paramedics was the one I was talking about. Yeah, that's the one. I think you were the one that showed me the firefighting when I showed you this one. I said, I hope this was the one that actually improves on what Ambulance Life did.
It's a straight putt for the
Ambulance Life did have an update earlier.
Well, good for them. I'm glad.
I didn't look into what's new, what's not.
For par.
Oh, the precinct actually has a release date.
That will be a disappointing par after such a great approach.
Yeah.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard
I didn't
after that.
1 month from yesterday.
I love these holes.
This is such a difficult.
I'm looking at my wish list because that was no update, TBD announced. That's what it was saying.
Yeah.
Now it's officially on there again. That's good because that game was really fun. I'm going to be probably a first day if it actually does come out.
Second shot here.
Because I know they pulled it from the market because they said there was just some things they had really wanted to go into and fix.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. It had. I love how it's got the old school like '80s vibe. I absolutely love that. You know, I love the snarky police force that they've actually chosen. I love the voice acting; it's hilarious.
An extraordinary performance.
You know,
this player is now
it almost has like an XCOM vibe in terms of turn-based shooting.
It's a par 4.
But it's
strong par 4.
awesome.
Dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that
yeah.
bunker. Not only
I just now noticed that this is actually.
But also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with.
Cool.
This is a very difficult fairway.
But no, I don't have that.
Fairway does
Do you
chase
remember
away
what that
from you
firefighting
just
game was
over
called?
that bunker.
By chance?
Firefighting Simulator Ignite. I think it's called.
Yeah, there it is.
Wow,
I can't wait for it.
this come out beautifully.
Yeah, it's yeah, I know. Yeah, it's an Astragon published game, and I know the Welton font, the power name. I think
very
that's.
long putt remains.
Yeah, I think that's.
To be fucking
Read
fair.
on this
Yeah.
putt.
Astrogon is meh at games, but it comes down to the actual developers.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't fault Astrogon. I fault developers for shitty games.
A lot of people fault Astrogon for it.
Yeah.
Because it's remember, it's Astrogon that owns the technical game. They publish it.
Yeah. Yeah, they publish Police Simulator.
And people give them shit for it.
After that hole, our featured player is in first place.
Except Railroads Online should not be part of Astrogon because they're not an Astrogon. Oh wait, no, is it? Railroads Online is not Astrogon. Oh, it is. I did not know that. So Railroads Online is an Astrogon publisher.
Wow, our leaders got it going today.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
And Rich, we've seen this before. The
People
player
still
was in
whine
a
about the
similar area yesterday.
I mean, I can say the same thing for Dovetail and their Dream Sim and all that.
The thing with so
I'm just saying.
I'm kind of torn with that because I understand why it's popular. You know,
I remember when
what I don't like is
Fabiano fucking got into that.
He did. Yeah, he did for a little while.
9 feet remain.
The thing that I don't like about how they handle that game, though, is the way the upgrade happens.
Yeah.
They say it's free, but then there was catches to that. Like you could always do a free upgrade to the next version if you have the original license for the original, like the one you bought previously. You have a free upgrade now. The DLCs or what people are pissed about because they're like, don't learn how to play. Now they came out and said, Dovetail said, no. Or the developers said, no, you can upgrade these without any problem. It's not going to cost anything.
Yeah,
that's no controversy, and I think that really turned me off. I'm like, yeah. Plus, I'm sorry to say this, but it is far too Euro-centered. But that's obvious because America does not have a commuter rail as advanced as Europe does. But remember, America is spread way the fuck out compared to Europe. Europe is very consolidated, very compressed into little towns, villages, cities, and whatever. So they have that ability to lay their rail. We have a lot of land mass, and that's a big difference. Anyway, I mean, if you can fit Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, New Jersey, New York, like the entire Eastern Seaboard, like part of our first colony states, in the fucking center of Texas, that tells you how big just that state is alone. Yeah, there was a great documentary series done in the early 2000s, the second decade of the 2000s, called "How the States Got Their Shape." And yeah, if you looked at a map, you could literally put those states into Texas. That's how big Texas is.
But wouldn't it be nice if this one went down?
And I only lived on the northern half of the northern portion of that state. I was nowhere, like I was not near Houston or Galveston or any of that stuff, or San Antonio. Like I was not that far south, and not even in the center of the state.
His putt's looking good.
But anyway, I don't. But yeah, this game does look pretty cool. The firefighting simulator Ignite. It does look cool.
And slip on the red cardigan.
Whether or not we get a demo to try it, because I will do the demo. If it's
I wouldn't mind doing the demo live.
I want you to stream it live because I want to know your feedback. Because you did that with the MX.
Yep.
And it's why I know you don't play it anymore because you're.
I mean, if we can get a crew together, I'll fucking play it.
Rich, what incredible performance.
Firefighting simulator? Firefighting simulator?
Such a hard thing to do.
This new one, not the old
one. From 1 week
I mean,
into the next, but getting it done at the day's
I'll wing it. I don't care.
Truly magnificent.
It's a game.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon.
Oh, I can't get the extinguisher.
Yeah, fire. Yeah.
Yeah, putting
The other game I haven't followed in a while is I bought like DLCs to help support it, but I quit playing it. It's actually boring if you don't multiplayer. It is really boring with all.
Which game is that?
Into the Flames.
Oh yeah.
It's it's a very, very, very small. I think it's like a person doing it. A couple model makers, but typically he does it. But the problem is, he's really sold on VR.
Oh yeah.
But what's really sad is that VR is actually not as popular as people think.
Yep.
Because the gear, only, and I will be honest with you, only fucking rich people can afford it. It is never been.
You're not wrong.
Only the rich can afford it. Why are you going that route, dude? Only the rich can afford the requirements for the gear, plus the computer to push it. Why would you do this? Even Derail Valley is like that. Derail Valley is designed for virtual reality. You know, I swear to God, it's like the new 3D. Everybody was raving over 3D technology in like the first decade of the 2000s. Like around whenever when they remade King Kong and put that into 3D, then Tron came out. Tron Legacy came out, and it was like the big craze, right? It was like 3D, and the glasses had improved. Like they no longer had the blue and red filters. It was all about like this new kind of polarized type of lens.
Yep.
And it died. I mean, I remember TVs, 3D TV, watch your TV. Dude, what I expected of a 3D TV.
Oh God.
Dude, if I want a 3D TV, I want it to fucking look like a fucking projected image. I mean, straight down to my ceiling, like on the Jetsons. That's 3D TV. Okay, I want that. I do not want to watch a flat screen with 3D look-alike. I'm sorry, I don't want that. I don't want to have to wear special glasses. Now, supposedly you didn't have to wear glasses to watch these particular things because all the processing was done in the hardware. Doesn't matter. The cost was prohibitive. It was a fad that died. VR will be a fad. I guarantee it will die. It may take a little longer than 3D, but I believe that VR is going to die. VR, the idea has been around since the... Okay, it's not a new concept. It's been around since at least the 90s. Holographic technology started in the 70s. Okay? Oh. It's been around a while.
And we did win the Arnold Palmer Invitational. 10 weeks in a row. 10 trophies down.
Yeah, Dazzo's not bragging.
I'm just saying.
Folks, I have almost 2,000 hours in trains. And I've only played for 6 months.
There it is.
See how conceited that sound?
I know, right?
How braggish that sound? I'm a douchebag and I don't care.
It's okay. We'll break some more tomorrow, on 1K frequency.
Yeah, it's just going to be a special edition. And
Depression. Let's talk about it tomorrow.
I think I will honestly say I think depression is more of a silent killer.
It is.
Heart attacks are.
It is.
I really believe that with all my being because I've had a heart attack, so I already know what that's like. Depression.
Yeah.
That's usually what can lead to. Oh, here's a great video that just popped up to my feed. Microsoft update includes spyware.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing that new thing called Recall.
Oh yeah.
They're really pushing that now. Like I was reading about that in the PC world, and I'm like, what the fuck is with this company? What psychological bullshit is in this company that's so rooted? Oh yeah, Bill Gates, you fuck. May not work for the company anymore as a CEO, but I guarantee your fucking sorry ass still has input in what this company does.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, that is it for this live stream. Thank you all for watching. And be sure to tune in to
1K frequency tomorrow. Start time will be 6 o'clock.
Same as usual.
Same time as always. Same DAS time, same DAS channel.
Exactly. So yeah, that's it for this live stream. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys back here. On 1K frequency. Bye.
Bye.